Wow, there's a lot of people out there. Are you guys all here to see me? Well, good morning, and welcome to the Los Angeles Betsuin's Rinban Succession Service. We will now begin the service with the minister's processional, which they already did, and the chanting of Shoshinge can be found on page 20. 皆様、おはようございます。本日はロサンゼルス別院の輪番古体式へようこそお参りくださいました。これより僧侶の、それはもう終わりましたけれども、僧侶の出身に続き、小信下のお務めをいたします。お務めはサービスブック20ページです。
Today, under the light of wisdom and compassion, we are gathered here to observe Higashi Honganji Betsuin Rinban succession story. First of all, I would like to express my sincere respect and gratitude to previous Rinban Reverend Noriaki Ito for his dedication and effort for over the past 50 years to spreading teaching and Buddhism in America and to maintain this Betsuin. This Betsuin originated as Rakubu Kyokai, Los Angeles Buddhist Association, founded in 1904 by first Rinban, Reverend Shinshu. Over the past 121 years, the flame of Dharma has been passed down to Rinban Kaikan Izahara, Rinban Ito, and Rinban Joko Saito, and the flame of the Nembutsu has been passed down to Rinban Noriaki Ito. Through the period of prosperity, wartime, and post-war period, I would like to express my deep appreciation to past Rinban, dedication, and members of this Betsuin. The Betsuin has always remained open as a place to listen to the Buddha's teaching and his teaching. As I humbly accept this role of Rinban today and pass on the flame of Dharma, I am mindful of the heavy responsibilities and tradition of this Betsuin. From now on, I respectfully follow the footsteps of the past Rinban and with your cooperation of all members and Dharma friends of this Betsuin. I strive to keep the light of Dharma alive here. So humbly I ask for illumination of the Buddha's light of wisdom and compassion, and for guidance of Shinran Shonin and teachers. I will continue to walk the path of Menjutsu with all members and Dharma friends at this Betsuin as Rinban over there, Betsuin. September 28, 2025, Chapel Kenjun, Kawawata Mall. ようやく本日ここに仏祖のご昇覧をいただき、東本願寺ロサンゼルス別院輪番皇太式をお務めいたします。50年にわたる伊藤典明前輪番のアメリカにおける仏法交流と別院ご地へのご献身とご努力に敬意と感謝を表します。当別院は1904年に初代輪番水野神教師により建立されたラフ仏教会を前身とし、今日に至ります。以来、121年の間、水原会館輪番、伊藤法隆輪番、斉藤良光輪番、そして高等は伊藤典明輪番と継がれてまいりました。この交流期、戦時中、そして戦後の混乱を経て、各輪番ごとご本当のご献身により、別院は常に仏法弔問の場として開かれてまいりました。本日ここに謹んで輪番の任を拝命し、その行動を引き継ぐにあたり、その任の重さと別院の伝統を思います。今後は歴代輪番の足跡をたどり、ご門と一同のご協力を得て、法灯を絶やさぬようひたすら努め、仏祖の加護を仰ぎつつ、人道民心の歩みを重ねていくことを誓います。2025年9月28日、チャップ天神富山市での終了。 一し、切り抜く六大崩壊、実逆雄大へ収集、特使連携創世会、即昇進女発祥し、有言の林賢人図、入生寺四寺王芸、恩寺鈍乱両天使、上皇乱消防さらい、三蔵ルシ十条教、本省宣教義楽法、天神菩薩論中下、報道因果見世願、方言栄光ゆたりき少女しゆい新人、枠前文部新人法、承知承知即名藩、一子無料公明道、小宇修上海風景、同社結晶道南省、結名浄土活入、万全時期変門宗、円満特防感染症、三風三神慶音語、相馬法芸道義、一生増悪地無性、思案了解商業化。
We will now have a music tribute offered by the Otani Gakuen. Excuse me. これより大谷学園による歌声をいただきます。Arigato to the Otani Gakuen and Mrs. Funai. We will now invite former Rinban Reverend Noriaki Ito to share his message. Ito zen Rinban yoriご挨拶を頂戴いたします。
Wow, I didn't realize that this whole hall is filled with all of you. And gee, I'm just overwhelmed. Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for coming to our very special service this morning. It's so nice to be able to celebrate this occasion with all of you who are gathered here today. It is a time in which I retire as Rinban of this Los Angeles Higashi Honganji Betsuin, and I've had the opportunity to serve as the Rinban since 1993, when I was appointed as Rinban, taking over after the previous Rinban, Reverend Gyoko Saito. So for 32 years, I've been able to serve as your Rinban here at the Los Angeles Betsuin. As you all know, I'm retiring from active service from today and will shortly turn over the reins to our new head minister, Rinban Kenjun Kawawata. Most of you know him from his nearly 30 years that he spent here at the Betsuin and about 14 years as a minister at our West Covina Buddhist Temple. For a number of years, he was the Rinban at our Hawaii district, and we are happy to welcome him back to Los Angeles. We have a good staff with Reverend Nagamine as our Betsuin staff minister, and also have the support of the ministers of the North America District Office, Reverend Hasegawa and Reverend Goto. I am retiring, but I hope that it's okay that I won't disappear. I'm looking forward to my retirement, but I've been here as a minister for the past 50 years, starting in September 1975 at the Old Temple in Boyle Heights in East Los Angeles. It's time for me to give the reins to our younger ministers who are doing a wonderful job of maintaining the temple for all of us. I think you know that it was Reverend Junjo Izumida who perhaps with some friends established what seems to be the first Buddhist temple here in Los Angeles. There were temples built even earlier in other parts of the United States. Our temple in Kauai was the very first Higashi Honganji temple that was established, I think was in the year 1896 or 1898. So here in Los Angeles, it was a number of years later, but to think way over a century ago, a very small temple was established. One thing is that Reverend Izumida was a Nishonganji minister. He actually came in the late 1800s and served at Sacramento, and I think possibly in the Pacific Northwest and in the Bay Area also. We were fortunate, therefore, that he came down to Los Angeles to establish the first version of our temple that we are able to enjoy. Higashi Honganji in Japan goes back many centuries, 850 years to the birth of Shinran Chonin, which some of us were able to attend at the celebration, and the Honganji tradition maybe 700 years ago. So for 120 years, it's a relatively short time compared to Japan, but for Los Angeles, 120 years is a very long time. I was thinking about how many years I have been a part of our temple here in Los Angeles. Up until 48 years ago, we were in Boyle Heights in East Los Angeles. My father came to the United States from Japan in 1953, and we, my mother and my two sisters, followed in 1995 when I was 7 years old, so 70 years ago. And we built this temple in 1976, a year after I became a Kaikyoshi, an overseas district minister, after 4 years of study in Kyoto in 1975. We now have Reverend Mayuki Nagamine as our staff minister here at our temple. She's been here for about 3 years now. And now, with my retirement, we have Rinban Kenjun Kawawata to take over the reins. Of course, we're very fortunate to have Reverends Hasegawa and Goto, who are North America district ministers and not Betsuin ministers, who have helped us every Sunday service and with many, many other things. I think I speak for all of you here today with the feeling of being a part of our 120-year history. We're all members and friends of the first Buddhist temple in Los Angeles. As I get ready for my retirement, I've been thinking back to the mid-1950s when my father, the late Bishop Rinban Ito, who came to Los Angeles in late 1953 and took over as Rinban in early 1954. My mother and my 2 older sisters were living in Japan at the time, and the following year, we also came by a ship for I think it was basically a 2-week journey from Yokohama, Japan to San Francisco. We lived at the old temple at Boyle Heights for a few years, and then a small house was renovated in the temple property, and we lived there through my junior high and high school years. Eventually, in 1975, we had the opportunity to move to Little Tokyo and to build a new temple where we are now. Many of our members who lived in the East LA and also in the West Side moved to the suburbs like Monterey Park and Montebello, and also to the West Side as well. So we have been here since then. And I think we're all happy to come to the temple right in the middle of downtown Los Angeles and Little Tokyo. We're no longer a neighborhood temple in a residential district, but we're in a nice central location that's easy to come to on a weekly basis. So I continue to be grateful to our Issei and Nisei elders who made those difficult decisions as to what the future of our Higashi Honganji would be like from back 20 or 30 years ago. I started as minister in the mid-1970s. At that time, there was Rinban Ito, Reverend Tsuyoshi Hirosumi, and Reverend Koen Mishima, who is here with us this week. It was a great time for me to join the temple ministerial staff. So it's been 50 years since I started as a young minister in 1975, and it is time to give it up to the younger ministers that we have today. With the new Rinban Kenjun Kawawata taking over, and with Reverend Mayuki Nagamine as our staff minister, and our North America district staff, Reverend Hasegawa and Reverend Goto, to continue to support the temple on a weekly basis, and other ministers who also continue to help out. So we will be fine, and I look forward to our future. It's very important, though, that we take advantage of the relationships that we are able to have with the temple and being included in the Sangha, the members of this temple. For the past few months now, I've been taking a relatively hard look at myself and asking myself if I have been serious in my attempts to be guided in life by the Buddha Dharma. And I've had to respond to myself that although I know that the world that we live in is so ripe for the teachings of the Buddha, that quite possibly I haven't clearly made those teachings a foundation for which I base my life. After all, Shakyamuni Buddha told us that life is full of experiences of suffering, of difficulties. Upon reflection, I have been relatively healthy throughout my life. I had never had the experience of being in a hospital, staying overnight until the first time in the fall of 2017. That's when I felt grateful having so many wonderful caregivers taking care of my eyes, my teeth, a primary doctor who monitors my body regularly, and then having specialists and nurses at hospitals where I've had surgery not only on my back, but also my hands, my shoulders, and other problems that I've had. But I'm also fortunate that we have Medicare and also supplemental insurance so that the out-of-pocket expenses are minimal. All of that is for my physical health, but where we also need help at times is our mental, our spiritual health. And so we are so very fortunate to have our Buddhist teachings to help us with the rest of our health, our mental health, our happiness, our relationship with others. Being able to be truly grateful for the happiness that we enjoy every day, being able to accept setbacks as they come. And I think that in really, looking at our lives that we're living today, I think that we can, all of us, be grateful for, the everydays that we are able to enjoy, the families that we have, the friends we have, and all of the, Sangha members of our temple. And, today the hall is just filled with all of you. And it's just so wonderful, to be able to be at a service like this and to have, to be able to share this morning, this experience with everyone together. I'm really so grateful that our Bishop Wataru Kigoshi, who is the head of the Higashi Honganji, in Japan. And, his father was a minister at the Berkeley Temple way back when I was very young. And, and I remember Reverend Kigoshi so much. He was such a wonderful person, he still is a wonderful person. And, fortunately, he's still healthy and his wife is healthy. And now, his older son, Wataru, is really in charge of the entire Higashi Honganji. And, he's so busy, but he was able to take time out of his busy schedule to come to Los Angeles to join us for these services, and then also the Nobusawa Bucho, and then our Samu Nagamine, and Kobayashi-san. Thank you all for coming from Japan for this this occasion. We really appreciate your presence. 本当にありがとうございました。And then, Reverend Kenjun Kawawata will now be taking over as Rinban and Bishop. And I wish him well, and I think that we're in great hands. And I'm happy to be able to turn over the reins to Reverend Kawawata. And I'm sure that he will really, take the Sangha in wonderful directions from now. So thanks to all of you for coming today to this service today, and hope to see many of you at the luncheon that we're having soon after the service. So thank you so much. 本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you, Reverend Ito. Next, we would like to invite Rinban Kawawata to share his message. ありがとうございました。続きまして、川端林番よりご挨拶いただきます。
No wonder. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. おはようございます。Thank you. Thank you for attending this, very memorial, service and events of this Betsuin. Today, the officially Rinban Ito will retire, and then I will take over his position. I'm so, glad to be here, and then working with all of you to spreading for that spreading names teaching here. Some of you, that I met you. I meet you the first time. So my name is Kenjun Kawawata, newly appointed Rinban of the this Betsuin. First of all, I would like to thanks to the Rinban Noriaki Ito for their 50 years of their dedication to their spreading names teaching, and then maintain this Sangha and then Betsuin. Thank you for your hard work. 本当にご苦労様でした。ありがとうございました。But this is not the end, as he said. So I would like to, ask much more, and then ask to come to the temple and then share, his dharma, and then also that I would like to pull him out for their playing golf. So I don't wanna, make him to be there like a potato, couch potato. So, so everybody, help me to pull Rinban Ito, as the, the present time too. So this Betsuin has, the 121 years of the history. So this is, that history over the Jodo Shinshu over the North America too. And then first Rinban Junjo Izumida founded the predecessor of this temple under the name of Rahubu Kyokai. So just like Rinban Izumida has started cultivated to the hard soil, and then gradually turn into the soft, field suitable for the planting the crops. He created built a temple and then a field of the Dharma from the nothing, so that was, a very hard work. That field has been passed down for the generation to generation, cultivated and grown into the magnificent field of the Dharma. Successive Rinbans, Izumida Sensei, Izuhara Sensei, Rinban Ito's father, and then Reverend Saito, they have tilled the field and then planted the seeds of Dharma here. And then as a result, the current Betsuin exists, and the many members, also Dharma friends who listen to the teaching, names teaching, continue and then keep to light of the Dharma here. I think that each one of us, or each one of us is the result of their seeds planted by previous Rinbans, with their Betsuin members. So we are there just like a flower of the Dharma that bloom in the field of the Dharma cultivated by the past Rinbans and then the members. Now, I really realize that about this tradition and the heavy responsibility I bear as the Rinban head minister of this Betsuin. I could not carry this weight without your support and cooperation. So I would like to ask for your understanding and cooperation. Thank you for coming today, and then I would like to, ask your continuous support as the Rinban Ito was the Rinban. And then also I would like to thank their Kigoshi Socho and then also all the staff from the Honzan, for their attending this service. Thank you very much, Rinban. I really, express respect for your hard work for the 50 years. ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. 日本語でもご挨拶いただきます。本日は日本より事務総長、木下事務総長、上沢部長、小林をお招き、連邦よりご臨席いただいて、この輪番の交代式を行うことができました。ありがとうございました。この別院は121年の歴史があり、浄土真宗の歴史でもあります。伊藤前輪番は50年の長きにわたり、この仏法交流に尽くされました。本当に誠にありがとうございます。お疲れ様でした。しかし、でもここでは終わりではありません。輪番が言われたようなここでは終わりではありません。この未熟な新輪番の指導と激励をお願い申し上げます。また、この別院のお手伝いもしていただくように考えておりますのでよろしくお願いします。初代輪番、泉田純丈氏は、羅風教会という名のもとに、このお寺の前身を建立されました。泉田先生はちょうど硬い大地を開墾して少しずつですね、柔らかい土に変えて作物を植えることができる柔らかい畑を作っていく作業をされたのだと同じようなお仕事をされたのだと思います。何もないところにお寺を建てられ、法の畑を作られたのであります。その畑は、世代から世代に受け継がれ、耕し続けられて、今、素晴らしい法の畑、そしてこの別院が今存在するわけであります。歴代の輪番は、その畑を耕し続け、法の種を続けて植えていかれたのです。その結果として、今の別院があります。多くの念仏の教えが、方々が教えの聞くことができるですね、このお寺、そして、この場を、山河を作られて、そして法灯を守り続けてくださっているのであります。私ども一人一人は、歴代輪番とメンバーの植えてくれた法の種のですね、結果なのだと思います。私どもはその法の畑に咲いた一つずつの法の花なのだと思います。今、ここにこの伝統と輪番としての重責を思うことであります。しかしながら皆様のご協力なしではこの重責を担っていくことはできません。皆様方のご理解とご協力をよろしくお願い申し上げます。本当に本日は皆様にこのように多くの方々がこの法要にお参りされ、この輪番の交代式にですね、お参りくださったこと、心より御礼申し上げます。また、本当に伊藤輪番50年の秋にあたり、ありがとうございました。どうも。
Thank you, Rinban. Next, we will have a message from Overseas District Abbott, Reverend Yuo Otani, which will be read by Reverend Yoshiyasu Nobesawa, Director of the Organizational Department. 続きまして、大谷優海峡司教のご挨拶を、信州大谷派、延沢義康総指揮部長に提読いただきます。
Hello, my name is Yoshiyasu Nobesawa. On behalf of our overseas district about you, Otani, I would like to read a message of appreciation from him. Message of appreciation, overseas district about you, Otani. On this auspicious occasion for your district, I would like to say a few words of appreciation. First, I would like to express my deepest gratitude and respect to our outgoing Rinban Noriaki Ito for his single-minded dedication to the propagation of the teaching of the Nembutsu, that our spiritual forebear Shinran Shonin clarified, as well as for his continued devotion to the development of the North America district and the Los Angeles Betsuin for such an extended period of time. His sincere personality and unwavering religious conviction have always inspired and guided our ministers and members. His achievement will continue to be a reliable source of guidance for our members of the North America District. I hold dear the hope that Rinban Ito will take care of himself and enjoy his healthy retirement life with his family. I would also like to extend my congratulations to Rinban Kenjun Kawawata on his new appointment. With his abundant experience as a former resident minister in both the Los Angeles Betsuin and the West Covina Higashi Honganji. Not to mention as the Rinban of the Hawaii Betsuin, I am convinced too that he will be a great leader for the NAD. It is my heartfelt wish as the overseas district Abbott that your district will cooperate even more closely with other overseas districts in our propagation efforts. As stated in the Shinshu Shuka, let us continue to listen to the teaching of the Nembutsu together, as Shinran Shonin did with his followers. Finally, I would like to express my sincerest wish that the activities of the Higashi Honganji Los Angeles Betsuin and North America District will continue to grow, and the sanghas of the Nembutsu will be established throughout the United States of America. Thank you. I'm sorry for my poor English.
Thank you. Your English is pretty good. Next, we will invite Shinshu Otani-ha, Chief Administrator, Reverend Bishop Wataru Kigoshi, to share his message. 続きまして、Shinshu Otani-ha, Kigoshi Wataru, 宗務総長よりご挨拶いただきます。
Japanese too? まず日本語で、今日来たのは信州大谷派を代表して伊藤林番さんにありがとう。それから、川端先生に今後ともよろしくお願いします。この一言を言いに日本からやってきました。I lived in Berkeley for 8 years, but it was long time ago, so I must apologize. I lost most of my English, so I would like to read a paper. This paper, I made it myself. The first thing, I came to Los Angeles. I bought a Dodgers pin badge for my safety. And tomorrow I'm going to Berkeley and I'm looking for a Giants badge, but it's impossible to find one here, so I'm worried about that. As the chief administrator of Shinshu Otani-ha, I'm Shumu Socho. I didn't know how to translate it, but behind my back side of my card, it says, what? Chief Administrator. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I'm the Chief Administrator of Shinshu Otani-ha Higashi Honganji. Today, I am truly pleased and honored to be here for the retirement of Reverend Ito and the inauguration of Reverend Kawawata. And at the same time, I feel a small loneliness. When I was a child, I spent about 7.5 years at the Higashi Honganji in Berkeley, where I was lovingly nurtured by many members of the church. My father, as the resident minister, deeply respected Reverend Horyu Ito, Ito-san's father, and looked up to him as his role model. I still remember Reverend Horyu's dignified presence and his wife's firm and graceful elegance. Do you agree? She was wonderful. Noriaki-san's younger brother, Shinchan, where is he? Is my best friend. And to me, Noriaki-san is like an irreplaceable older brother. Me and Shinchan were rascals. Always scolded. For over 50 years, Reverend Ito has dedicated himself as a priest overseas, spreading and sharing the ultimate teachings of Shin Buddhism. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for his lifelong devotion and hearing that Reverend Kawawata, with his own long years of experience, will now succeed him, brings me great joy and reassurance. To Reverend Ito, I sincerely say, Gokuro sama deshita, means thank you for your hard work. And great thanks to his wonderful better half, Janet-san. She worked it harder, I think. Where am I? Janet-san. Hi. To Reverend Kawawata, I say warmly, we look forward to working with you. Let's move together. Although Noriaki-san is retiring today, we know that his lifelong mission is not yet complete. I sincerely hope that as a priest of the Otani-ha, please continue to guide and inspire the Buddhist community here in America. With this, I would like to close my speech. Thank you so much for your attention. This is a Pikachu wearing a Dodgers uniform.
Thank you, best friend. That's probably out of protocol, but that's okay. We're best friends. Lastly, the Vice President of the Board of Directors of Higashi Honganji Los Angeles Betsuin, Mr. David Ikeda, will share words of appreciation. Another best friend. 最後に東本願寺ロサンゼルス別院副理事長デイビッド・イケダより謝辞を述べさせていただきます。
Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Thank you very much, Kigoshi Socho, for supporting the Dodgers. We know you were a giant fan. First of all, on behalf of the Betsuin and the temples of the North America District, thank you to Rinban Noriaki Ito, who in 50 years of service helped to ensure that Jodo Shinshu will continue through our ministers and temples of our district. Now, Rinban, somebody was mentioning that the new calculation for age is 50 years is a half lifetime. So you've got 50 more years to go. In addition, we extend our thanks and congratulations to Rinban Kenjun Kawawata, the former Kantoku of the Hawaii District, for accepting his appointment as Rinban and Bishop of the North America District. Thank you, Sensei. We are, as you know, we are particularly honored today to have some special guests representing our Honzan. That is our headquarters in Kyoto, Japan. And we are greatly appreciative that they came today. They are, of course, Chief Administrator Socho Wataru Kigoshi, the District Director Bucho Yoshiyasu Nobusawa, and Reverend Hiroki Kobayashi, who is the Department of District and International Affairs. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Los Angeles Betsuin and the ministers and members here, we would like to thank all of you for coming today, our ministers, our members, our special guests. And I'd like to also thank Janet and the Ito family, and Jeannie Kawawata and the Kawawata family. Now, I think the grandkids had to depart a little early, but could you please stand and turn around for our audience? Thank you also to Mrs. Susan Kashiwabara. Now, many of you have already received emails. Is Susan here? She's at the luncheon. So Susan has been the overall organizer of these events, and she's done a great job, lots of emails, but please give her a round of applause. Also, thank you very much to all of you. We'll see you at the luncheon. Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
Thank you, David. Now we will ask you to please rise for the Gatha Ondokusan 1 on page 112. ご起立の上、音読さんをご斉唱いたします。サービスブック112ページです。Thank you. So this concludes the Rinban Succession Service, and thank you for your attendance. If you are joining the retirement celebration, please proceed promptly to the quiet canon. これをもちまして、輪番古代式の閉式いたします。本日はようこそお参りくださいました。Okay, hang on a second. My glasses are all fogged up now. 引退釈外にご参加の方は、速やかにquiet canonへご移動くださいますようお願いいたします。So, on that note, I think unfortunately fortunately so many of you came, but unfortunately our parking lot is the size of it that it is. And so many of you did park in the medical building. So I think we were told to remind you to pay for your parking ticket right next to the front entrance there. There's a ticket machine there, as opposed to trying to pay when you leave. So if you get your ticket paid for at that front area, it'll be a little bit faster. The other thing is, if you can go straight to the quiet canon as quickly as possible for those of you who are attending. I know many of you may want to say something to my brother as well as to Rinban Kawawata. They will both be there, so you can see them at the quiet canon and say your hellos there. For those of you who want to see me, I will be there as well. And so again, thank you very much for attending. We hope to see you at the quiet canon in a few minutes. So thank you very much.